This is the first response internet call guide. Somebody went to your website or a third party. They submitted an inquiry. Here's a way to give them a call. Hi, buyer. I appreciate you taking my call. This is from the dealership. So step one, the introduction. Instead of asking, can you talk now? Is it a good time? Is it a bad time? You can just say, I appreciate you taking my call. They answered the phone. So it's safe to assume that depending on who you are, they're going to want to talk to you. So just thank the person for taking your call. Assume it's a good time, and if not, they will let you know. Hey, buyer, it's Kyle from the dealership. Thanks for taking my call. Step number 2, thank you and acknowledge their progress. I wanted to call and say thank you for going to and checking out that. What a great choice. Now, when you listen to people make calls, a lot of times they're going to jump in and they're going to try and find problems that may not even be there. Do you have any questions? Did you get the price you wanted? When you were on the website, did you find something that you liked? This is somebody that went on your website, your dealership website, or a third-party website. They found a vehicle or type of vehicle they wanted to own, and then they gave their first name, their last name, their email address, and their phone number in most cases. If they weren't interested in the vehicle, if they didn't like the price, if they didn't like the way it was equipped, maybe they wouldn't have given you their phone number. Maybe they would not have submitted a lead. So instead of asking, do you have any questions? Did you see everything that you needed? Do you need any more information? What you could do is you could just say, I wanted to call and say thank you for going to and checking out that. What a great choice. And then you just pause. The magic P word there at the bottom of box 2. If there's a problem, if there's an issue, it should come from them and not from you. Remember, again, this is somebody that picked out a vehicle and gave their contact information. Step number 3, and this actually sets you up for the appointment. I double checked to confirm, and it looks like that vehicle that you're interested in is available. When do you think would be a good time for you to come out and take a look and test drive? Let's go through these steps. Hi, buyer. I appreciate you taking my call. This is from the dealership. I wanted to call and say thank you for going to and checking out that. What a great choice. Hit them with the pause. If there's any problems, they didn't like the price, they didn't like the availability, they couldn't find something that they liked, they will tell you. Confirm the availability. I double checked to confirm, and it looks like that vehicle that you're interested in is still available. When do you think would be a good time for you to come out and take a look and drive? When you do it this way, you're avoiding creating problems that might not be there. You're acknowledging everything that the buyer has done, and you're setting up for the appointment. Now, there's going to be times when the buyer tells you, oh, I need this or I need that, or I'm not ready to come in. You want to take a couple extra steps to possibly build some additional opportunities to set the appointment. You could ask the buyer, what are you driving now? I understand that you're waiting a month or two, or I understand that you were just goofing around on the internet, or I understand whatever objection they may have given you. What are you driving now? Well, I'm driving an XYZ. Ask them if they want to come in for an appraisal. A lot of times there is an appointment with the appraisal. Okay, so you're driving an XYZ. I know that you're saying you're wanting to hold off for a little while, and I totally get that. Have you ever had your vehicle appraised? Why don't you come down to the dealership? We could get your vehicle appraised and give you some numbers. If 10 people purchase a vehicle at your dealership, how many have a trade? 4, 5, 6, 7? So a lot of times the car deal is in the trade. And you can set the appointment based on the trade as well. If you get excited about the buyer's current vehicle, that might be enough to have them come down to get their vehicle appraised. Also, a no obligation test drive is another way to set the appointment. I know you're a couple months out and you're still in the looking stage, and that's great. Have you had a chance to drive one of these? Or you could even ask them about an alternative vehicle. It sounds like you're shopping around. We got vehicle A and vehicle B. Especially since you're not in a huge rush, I think it'd be great if you came down to the dealership, you could drive both vehicles, and that'll at least give you something to compare it with while you're out shopping. The bottom boxes on the sheet is another way to possibly find an appointment. Open up the buyer with additional choices. Would you be open to? Are you looking for just A? Have you thought about? Would you maybe consider? And then if they give you something they may be considering, you can ask some either or questions to try and gain some engagement. You know, if you went with A, would you do leather or cloth? Automatic or manual? Just new or also certified? Just pre-owned, or would you also consider a new one? Would you do something light or darker color? When we're calling people, we're just trying to find the appointment. We're trying to have them come into the dealership using all the available information that is out there. Most of the time, if you make it an easy appointment, it will be an easy appointment. It's important to remember this is somebody that picked out a vehicle or type of vehicle, gave their contact information. Now we are calling them. And if you just thank them for doing what they've done, let them know that you could do what they want to do, and then set up for an appointment, you're going to have some success much more often than you will not. Drop us a comment, press like, hit subscribe for content daily. If there is a video you have been scouring the internet looking for in regards to training, let us know. We'll make sure we get it shot.